Hey guys, it's Mike, the Wrestling Godsmith, and you guys are watching All In Wrestling, the premier wrestling show that focuses on Raw, SmackDown, NXT, 205 Live, Impact Wrestling, Ring of Honor, AEW, and many more. Okay, so the purpose of this video, guys, and I'm going to talk about it. Um, this is about the Roman Reigns thing. About he is actually cleared to come back to wrestle. So I am gonna watch Raw tonight. Like I said, I don't know, cause it seems to me that since Seth is the one getting the title right now, at some point, and I'm really thinking that they're gonna put him on. I really think they're gonna put Roman on SmackDown because, you know, I don't really see him. And this is a prediction video, guys. Like I said, I don't really see him being like, I don't know, like I don't want another year of, and I'm gonna say this probably really frank that I don't want another fucking year of I don't want another year of Roman Reigns beating Brock Lesnar. I don't. I as much as I want that title to go from Brock Lesnar to Seth, I don't want another year of Roman Reigns fighting Brock Lesnar. I don't. Because you know what? That's what happened last year. That's why Raw was unwatchable. It's salvageable now because of Seth and everybody else in EC3 and all these dudes. Like, and here's the thing. Like, okay, and this is what I'm thinking. What's gonna end up happening? So I guess here's what I think is gonna end up happening. What's gonna end up happening, and I'm gonna say this a lot, is that they're gonna push three guys. And and shout out to Pulse, CM Pulse. Like I said, what's end up gonna happen end up what's gonna end up happening, right, is it's going to be Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, EC3, or they're gonna give EC3 a push at some point because they're gonna keep giving him Dean Ambrose or Jobber Ambrose, so I call him, because he's a jobber. The dude's just jobber B. It's like Cassius Ohno with Keith Lee, Matt Riddle, like, and that's what I mean. I kind of feel like, okay, this is a waste of time. You know what I mean? It's really kind of a waste of time that I feel like, okay, here's what I think. Right, I'm feeling like this. Like, I'm neutral to it, but I don't want another year with Roman Reigns. I don't. I don't want another year with him. I don't want to have. Here's what I don't want to have. Right, I don't want to have another year with the guy because of the fact that it doesn't. It just, like, it's not the time. Like, we've had it for 1 year. We don't need another year with Roman Reigns being Universal title, which I don't want him to be. Like, I'd rather Finn have a run, Seth have a run, Drew have a run, EC3 have a run, then Dean, then, then, like, and then Dolph. Like, maybe they need to do that. Then Bobby, then Finn. Then that works. That kind of keeps the title rolling. And I kind of feel like, you know what? I'm kind of thinking, you know what? WWE Creative is gonna do tonight. They're gonna get Roman Reigns to come out, and he'll fight, and he'll do whatever, and he'll get him another title shot. And I feel like, okay, I feel like this is the thing that's gonna piss me off, is that they're not even trying. They're not even thinking. Maybe they got to change everything for Mania again. And knowing we have a pay per view coming up, which is Fastlane, and you know what? And I'm starting to think about this like really deep now a little bit, because you know what? I don't, and this is what I'm not. I'm not trying to be biased, guys, and I'm not. I believe to this point that this is what I think. There's too much. There are too many people, and like I said, it's like, okay, and I get EC3 needs a title, and that's the problem. Like, EC3 is a decent guy, and taking him from Impact wasn't really a big. It wasn't really a big. It wasn't really the greatest thing, because he was kind of a job. He was like a mid card dude anyway, and he only got to be a big fish in a small pond because of the whole Dixie Carter fiasco, the Hogan thing. Then after Hogan kind of screwed everything, because he did, and this is what I mean. Like, Vince is doing the same thing with Roman, where he's gonna try to make him the guy, and it doesn't work that way. You can't make him the guy and then you want Seth to be the guy, or Dean to be the guy, or Drew to be the guy, and you have to be. And there's no the guy. There's only a guy. Brock Lesnar is the guy because he won't drop the title. This is the point. He's not dropping the title. This is why I get so annoyed because I'm like, yo, for all the stuff they're doing with Brock, and they're not even. Here's the thing. Brock is gonna show up at Fastlane and get a title shot because the thing is, they're gonna play away. Like, you know what? This is the prelude. Like, so if Seth wins say if he wins the title at Fastlane, right? He wins the title at Fastlane, has it for WrestleMania. So he would be able to fight Finn. He would be able to fight Bobby. He would be able to fight Leo Rush. Because that means they get their hype up. They get their hype up. Their ideas up, which I get. And here's my thing. Their hype isn't really. Excuse me. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to record and this guy is really trying. This guy doesn't even get that I'm trying to record and he's watching the comments. Like, sorry about that, guys. Listen, like I said, I think that this is what I mean. And I mean this about Raw, and I mean this about SmackDown. Raw it's like Vince doesn't know what the heck to do, and I get that because you have all this talent coming in, and the joke is, and here's the joke, like look at Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle's on NXT. The dude's gonna have a decent title run because NXT's gonna build him at some point. They're gonna build Keith Lee at some point. They're gonna build Undisputed Era at points. This is what I mean. This is what happens every year. Because of the fact that nobody gets the reason because they're trying to make so much money. And this is what I'm talking about. We keep having these bogus storylines that are not gonna make any sense. Now, and here's what I'm thinking, right? Okay, here's what I think, right? What's happening now? The women's tag title division. That's not really gonna work because there's not enough women to bring the brand together. And I mean, come on, we don't have a CM Punk, we don't got a Stone Cold, we don't even. And here's the thing. Like, we're gonna get Becky Lynch at some point, and then we're gonna get her, then we're gonna get somebody else, which I get to a whole standpoint. But where do we go? Where does Raw go with the Universal title? That's my question to all this. Like, where does it go? Because it's like, okay, the Universal title there's no point. The Universal title has no point, has no storyline, because nobody's holding the title to make it a storyline, except Brock, because it's going to be a Brock against Seth, and because Paul Heyman won't really admit it, that Seth might actually beat Brock, because he's getting older. There's not enough guys, like I said. The guy's only keeping it up because WWE's paying his paycheck and giving him $100,000 a year. And this is the also point, right? We're still doing this crap, and we're still dealing with it because of the fact, and I mean this, because Paul Heyman doesn't want to admit that maybe Brock Lesnar is overdone. Maybe he's overhyped. That's the point. We overhype this dude so damn much that it's ridiculous how we do it. And we overhype him. And this is the thing. That's the thing. The Ruthless Aggression Era, the world title was changing hands so many times during the week in a regular match in the pay-per-views that it actually had semblance. And then without Booker T bringing the world title, they would have never had a world title. That's my point. So we can't even have an undisputed champion at this point in time because we don't know. We can have an undisputed women's champion because Asuka's going to do something that's never been done. Because she might meet Ronda Rousey. They don't never think that Asuka could probably meet her. Because that's the thing. There's no controversy. This is what about wrestling that makes you want to feel. But look, how is the indie wrestling, the independent scene gets more pay-per-view, and their titles get more pay-per-view, and there's not just one champion, there's like 3 different champions, or 4 different champions, or 5. And they're not even top guys. They're mid-carders and low guys. See, this is what I mean. The WWE and Raw has done it so bad with the top guys that they're not even giving them a decent storyline. They're not. Because what's gonna end up happening? Bobby he had one title push with the Intercontinental title, which I would have liked if he fought somebody other than than Finn, or Braun, or somebody that he's never fought before, or maybe fight Drew, maybe fight Dolph, and that was the wrong time to bring him into the fold because there's no place for Bobby Lashley anymore. There's no place for him. He has no place. And I'm thinking maybe what did it like when was the like who talked to Triple H getting Bobby Lashley? That's the funny thing. We got Mike Kanellis from Impact and he sucks. He's a jobber. The guy's not even doing that well. And even when he did debut, and even when he did, he fought against Sami Zayn like that was a good match for him. So for him to even get a push was for him to go against Mike Kanellis, but it never worked out. He was supposed to get a push. And he was still bad at it on the independent scene. So when he got the Impact, he was decent. Then he was like, oh, I'm going to go to WWE. I'm going to be with my wife. I'm going to actually make something different. It didn't even work. See, any guy you get from Impact, any person you get from Impact, right? And it was the Hardys. And the Hardys do better than they did. Because they broke up. If Chef is going to be U.S. champion, he's going to be a world heavyweight champion. Because he's going to get a shot. Because they're going to give him a shot. And that's what I mean. So what ended up happening to EC3, for him being a mid-carder, he's actually a low-carder. So for him to get a title shot, he's very lucky to get one. Because Raw's not really giving a shit about how they put their superstars together, because they don't, because EC3 is barely getting any time, and because he's end up gonna be a talk show host like how Alexa Bliss is right now, and that's what I mean. Like I said, here's what I want this year with Raw. Here's what I want. I don't want just one champion. I want multiple champions to happen, multiple championship reigns. I want EC3 to get a championship reign that he didn't get in NXT. I want him to get one. I want Dean to get one. I want Bobby to get one. I want Finn to get one. I want Finn to get pushed even more because they're not pushing him. They wouldn't even push the damn club, and they're still not pushing them. Like, come on. Like, where does that even... That's what I mean. Like, where is it really going to go? Because I'm going to hit you guys with something, right? I'm going to hit you guys with a reference. Remember when, like, the club first started... Like, they first did the debut, and they wanted everybody? And they fought against Enzo and Cass. They fought against the Revival. They were fighting against tag teams that had the same styles they did, but they won. And that was the thing. Because even when AJ Styles was going after John Cena and he beat him, and even when he got the World Heavyweight Championship and beat him, and when he got the World Heavyweight title, nobody thought, oh, AJ, nobody's like, that's the thing, they gave AJ a solid booking and they give him a solid push every year. That's what I mean. It's never a solid push with that dude. It's never a bloody, solid fucking push. Because every time somebody gets a push in the WWE, whether it be on Raw, SmackDown, 205, NXT, they never give them the push that they need to get pushed. Because either they're a low carder where they're getting a little bit of a push, and they put a title on them just to give them a bit. And that's what ended up happening. So, as I'm going to do this, right? So now... Because Johnny Gargano lost like I said, because of the fact that now that Seth is going after the Universal title, and because Brock is the guy they have to get the title from for anything to really be anything going on, because like I said, guys, I'm not being biased to Raw. I'm not. I'm looking at it from both ends, and I'm looking at it from a different spectrum, because I'm looking at it from a different timeline. Why are we not having champions, right, that make their storylines or make champions? Raw used to make champions. SmackDown are making champions, and they're still getting them. Meaning that even if by some miracle Trevor Lee goes to SmackDown, he goes, or like Pentagon Jr. goes, or anybody goes from the AEW, or Cody goes. Because the thing is, they can take Cody right now because he's a star. They can make him into something. They can give him a title shot. And that was the problem then. because they couldn't push a guy without a title. You can't push a person with a title. There's no point. You have to have a title. You gotta have a title, and that's the problem. You have something. You have to have something to push, and this is what I mean. And I'm gonna take a word from Eric Bischoff. Controversy does create cash, but if it's not controversial, it's not gonna make cash. They need to push. See, and this is what WWE is doing with WC, like how they did with they're doing the WCW thing, where they're pushing a guy. They're having one champion pushed, and that's a problem. And I've made so many things when I first started my channel that I said that Tommaso Ciampa is like Brock Lesnar, but he is a champion, but he always shows up. See, that's what I mean. They needed to give him a push. They gave him a right push for the NXT title. They gave Johnny Gargano the push because he had the North American title. So meaning, if and I'm gonna put this in perspective, right? Everybody has a problem. Everybody has a problem. And this is what I mean with Raw. The WWE doesn't face that if you have too many wrestlers, either I don't know why SmackDown didn't take EC3. They needed to take EC3. Why didn't they take EC3? That's the point I'm thinking about. They can take EC3 and put him on SmackDown to give him a title shot. Because they have the North American title. They have the United States title. They can get somebody who has an Intercontinental title and brings it to SmackDown. So if that brings it, that means EC3 would be able to become Intercontinental title. He could be Intercontinental Championship. He could be Intercontinental Champion. He could be U.S. Champion. He could be a dual champion. So he would have already 2 belts, and then if he wants to vacate them both, he can get the World Heavyweight title, or he can get the Universal and the World Heavyweight title and unify them both. Because that's what we need. We need double unification because we don't get that. And I'm trying to be okay with this, but I'm not. Because I'm seeing what's going on, and I'm seeing how the talent is. This is what I mean. And this is what I get annoyed by, because the WWE had so many ideas for guys, and they have so many storylines for guys, but they put them in the wrong storyline, or the storyline is so lame that it dies out in a week, or it dies out in a month near the pay-per-view. This is what I mean. What is happening? How is SmackDown trying to put the title on Kofi and Kofi get the title shot because the guy was about to win? How do you do that? But they can't do a fatal 4-way for Brock because that dude will never show up. So if Seth gets it, that means everybody gets a title shot. And this is what I mean. Like, really, what the hell is going on? Because, I mean, come on. I mean, this is what I mean, right? We're in this box right here. This is where WWE goes into this little box, and I have to get angry about it. But this is what I mean. Kofi can get a title shot and be World Heavyweight Championship, and somebody would still get one. Still get a title shot. Anybody from NXT. Either it would be Adam Cole from Undisputed Era, because he'll come in. Because the Undisputed Era will come in at some point. Because they're like, okay, we can go to Raw or we can go to SmackDown. And I would go to SmackDown. Because you know what? I would have put Ricochet on SmackDown. Because I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to bet that dude would get a title shot. I'm willing to bet 100% that dude would get a title shot. And I'm betting on it too. Because Ricochet, you get Ricochet, you get Aleister Black, whoo! The matches would have been off this. Man, SmackDown wouldn't even, the ratings would be so high that they wouldn't even have. And we've never had a match with Aleister Black and Ricochet. We never got to have that match. We never did. And maybe I think SmackDown should take them so they can get that rivalry. Like I said, guys, and like I said, like tonight, I think what's gonna end up happening is that it's gonna be a triple threat because Roman is gonna be like a man. He's gonna be like, oh, I deserve a title shot. I had to vacate my title. I never lost the title. Neither did Seth. He was the first one. Neither did Finn because he was the first Universal Champion. And then Seth took over. He was the second. Roman was the third. And Brock Lesnar's the fourth. See, this is what I mean. And Goldberg was the fifth. Kevin Owens was the sixth. And see, I mean, like, come on. Like when everybody wants to go after Brock Lesnar, somebody will go after him. But I just don't see the point. Like if you're not gonna push that belt, or if you're not gonna vacate it, then don't even have the title. I mean that because you're not vacating him. You're not. You're Brock Lesnar, but you're it's like either Triple H is afraid of him to tell that dude, listen, if you don't defend that title, we're vacating it. And you need to have, I would have been like, dude, you need to have some balls and tell that dude, and you've beat him multiple times, and you need to tell that dude to grow some balls, and you need to tell Steph, and you need to tell him to vacate the title, and tell Vince to tell him to vacate that title. But anyway, guys, if you guys like the video, subscribe, hit that like button, peace.